Charting Toward Intimacy covers mature topics. Listener discretion is advised. This episode is all about how body image issues are sabotaging your sex life. We're talking about why feeling dissatisfied with your body affects your intimacy, why things like losing weight don't automatically fix it, and how to start healing the way you see yourself so you can show up more confidently in the bedroom. Welcome to Charting Toward Intimacy, the podcast for Catholic women that helps you improve your sex life, strengthen your marriage, and embrace God's design for love. My name is Ellen Holloway, and joining me today is my semi-regular co-host, Kathleen Chavanis. All right. How do you feel about your body?
Depends on the cycle day and the hour.
Right.
And what I ate that day. There's a lot of different ways to answer that question.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
oh my goodness.
This is a struggle for every woman near and far, right? Or most women. I'm not going to say all. Maybe I'm sure there are women out there that are so confident in their bodies, and I am jealous of that.
I just want to say that you absolutely can be confident in your body, and it's all about your mindset. I'm not saying I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, when we use that, like I'm going to call you out right now. That was very like limiting language right there. But when you say things like, you know, I'm sure that there are other women, but like I've never met them, or I never could be that way. Like, you're limiting yourself in what you truly can accomplish here. And I think it is absolutely possible for every single woman, regardless of size, shape, age, etc., to be confident in her body and her body image.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this podcast episode's about.
Yeah. If my husband listens to this episode, he's going to be like, yes, Ellen, thank you. Because if there's anything that I am good at, it is limiting myself. But yeah.
Well, it can be so easy to, our body changes. Like, women's bodies change much more than men's bodies change, mostly because of like things like pregnancy. But otherwise, just like the female body goes through much more changes hormonally throughout her like lifetime than the male body does.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's why you see like these 90-year-old men who are like totally fit. And you're like, how?
No, you're exactly right. I was
but like,
yeah, you're 100% right. I was on with a client last night where we were kind of going through the femme thing, and we were talking all about the different things that can affect our hormone health, right? And it was like, it's like nutrition and diet, exercise, sleep habits, stress, alcohol consumption, right? Like all of these things, which is just like, okay, let's think of the young mother in your life of multiple children, right? Even one child, but let's like, it gets harder once you have multiple, right? So like, let's think of that young mom with 2 to 3 young kids. Is she eating well? Maybe, if she's really disciplined, but if she's like me, no, she's not. Okay. Is she sleeping well? Of course not. Is she exercising? Doubtful. Is she drinking at the end of the day? Uh-huh. Right. Is she stressed out? Also, yes. Right. So like just all of those things that come with having children, just like the lifestyle changes that come very naturally and are hard to kind of like continue on, like feeling yourself and doing the right stuff, right? Like that all changes, that can have an effect on your hormone health, and your hormones have an effect on your body, right? So it's like, yeah, when you see those moms that are like struggling with that baby weight, or, you know, whatever it is, and to feel like themselves again, to feel confident, like, look at all that she's kind of going through. Look at all the ways that she's struggling to kind of have her old life, or to be herself, you know, to have all the good habits that she maybe once had. It's a lot harder when you have kids, you know? So of course you can expect these bodily changes in a way that, again, even though men might be fathers now and kind of going through the same, maybe sleepless nights and, you know, maybe stress. I don't know. I think moms tend to stress more than the dads do. But, you know, like But
I
all
think
of
they
those
stress in
things-
different ways.
They do.
you know?
They stress in different ways.
I heard something that
yeah.
like the fathers, they worry about like the future version of their children. Like they worry about the adult version of their children. Mothers worry about the current version, right? So you can see how the stress is different.
Yeah, that's so
Like,
interesting.
So like the stress is almost more like acute and like right there
Yeah.
for the woman, whereas like the stress for the father is like a little more like
In the
far-reaching
distance,
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's actually so funny because I feel like Michael stresses about neither of those things and just leaves them to divine providence, and I stress about both of those things. So it's like,
Okay, well, it's not like across the board, right? I just heard I don't know where I heard that.
No, but I
from,
mean, it
but,
does
like,
make sense. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, Michael's just a very stress-free kind of person, whereas
That's
I'm like
awesome.
an all the stress kind of person. So we balance each other out.
So let's talk
yeah.
about body image though, because I think a lot of times, and I myself am guilty of this because we're going to go into story time in a little bit. A lot of times, us as women, we're like, the reason that I am just so uncomfortable in my body is because I am X pounds overweight. And if I could just lose 10 pounds, if I could just lose 20 pounds, in my case, if I could just lose 40 pounds, then I will be more comfortable in my body. And so here's story time is that's not true, friends. It is all about how you actually think about yourself and think about your body. Because over the course of 2025, I have lost almost 40 pounds. I'm like at, like 39 pounds right now. I am a very different size. I fit clothes that I got rid of years ago thinking I will never fit these clothes again. Like I am the weight that I was my senior year of college. Like I have done the thing that everybody says like, oh, once I do that, I will feel better about myself. Once I'm back to that weight I was, I will feel better. I will be confident. I will XX. That's not true.
Yeah.
I had a, rude wake up call to myself when I look in the mirror still and I am still frustrated with how I look. And I still think I am overweight. And which I like still am just a little bit. I was still overweight in college. I still got a little ways to go, friends.
You don't look overweight. We'll say that.
Like I said, weight's been an issue my whole life. We're getting into Ellen's wounds here. But like I did not do the work of healing how I talk to myself internally, how I think when I look in the mirror. I did not do that work. I did the work of nutrition this year. And this is, I'm very, very passionate about this because I'm realizing like how broken I am inside with my own body image, because in my mind, right, I should be happy now. And I mean, whenever we use the word should, we know there's a problem. But it's basically, I want to say that like, it's not your issues with your body image actually really have nothing to do with the fact that you are 20 pounds overweight. They have nothing to do with that.
You know what? And I'll say too that I will say like I've been very blessed in the genes department, right? Like just GENES department. Like I don't know. Like even if I'm not eating great, I kind of feel like crap, but I don't put on a lot of weight like very naturally. But the way I see myself is still as changing, right? Like I have especially postpartum, right? Like I've had 2 C-sections that have left me with this like mom pooch, right? That like I feel like is always very visible, and I don't feel good about it. When I'm pregnant, I'm like a little bit like, I don't know, like my legs are really short. So when I'm pregnant and I'm like putting on this pregnancy weight, I feel like I just look giant because I'm kind of like a little squashed, right? Anyway, I don't know. Like I don't feel good about myself. But then when I have a baby and I'm nursing, I shed pounds so quickly. And it's really easy to keep it off. And it doesn't matter how I'm eating. And it doesn't matter if I'm working out. I just shed.
Wow, you're one of those women.
I am.
That is like not how my body reacts postpartum.
But to your point, right? Like I start losing it all and I'm just like, okay, this is great. This is great. I feel good. But then I get to a point and I'm just like, I'm too skinny. Now I have no shape. Like now I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not like it goes in the total opposite way. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yeah.
Even though I can look at myself in some ways and I'm like, oh wow, look, your face is slimmer, and you're like then I see myself in another light and I'm just like, you have nothing. Like everything's deflated and everything's like flat and you don't look like a woman. Like you just like. I think you're exactly right though. It's just it's almost like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Like you're never totally happy. And yeah, you can say, well, I just need to lose it here and I need to. It's not, the work needs to be done interiorly.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is not to say that like you shouldn't try to lose weight if you are overweight. Like I am all about that.
You need to be
very
healthy.
happy with, you need to like, I'm very happy with you wanting to like be healthy, eat well, etc. Like, and you know, in my own case, like I'm very happy with the weight that I have been able to lose, but I am not happy with how my body looks. And that is the crux of the issue, is that internal work needs to be done simultaneously while you lose weight or change your body or get fit or whatever, or it needs to happen before you even do any of that.
Yeah.
And that internal work is harder. It's harder than losing the weight.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. And I think honestly for some of us, like I experience, especially when I'm pregnant and like early pregnant where you're starting to put on weight, but you know, no one knows if you're like fat or pregnant.
Yeah.
Right? Like
is she just gaining a little weight?
Yeah. And even honestly, it's even during different times in my cycle. Like my husband pointed out, he's like, you have body dysphoria. Like you do. And I'm just like, no, I don't. I just see that. He's like, no, you aren't seeing yourself realistically. Like you have body dysphoria. And it's like, I've come to realize over time that he's right. Like it's true because I can remember certain days, again, early pregnancy where I'm kind of gaining weight, but not really obviously pregnant yet. Right. And looking in the mirror and thinking, you look like you're 300 pounds. And then I have seen a picture of myself from that same time and been like, oh, you look great. So it's really so much in our heads. And guys, that is the hardest work to do. And like, I'm still working on it. Like all of us are still working on that, you know, like, but I have found, and a place where I actually am right now is really working and praying to trust my husband more. And my husband is a wonderful man, right? Like he's a wonderful, wonderful man. He's not untrustworthy in any sense, but my wounds have made it difficult to fully trust him. Like I will always trust him with my life. Like I will trust that I am protected, right? Like, but in little emotional ways, I've realized I don't fully trust him. And even sometimes sexually, right? And again, these are all just like personal wounds. And so he can sit there and tell me like, I love your body. Like you look beautiful. You don't have to lose a pound. While I'm like, you know, well, no, I got this like mom pouch though. And it's like big and it's just obvious and it's like unattractive. And he'll say, no, it's not. Like, I love your belly. Like it's beautiful. It's wonderful. Like it's good. And in my head, it's like, well, he just has to say that because he's stuck with you. Like he's got.
That is so easy for us wives to do. And it's so funny that you mentioned that because that's exactly where I was going to go next, is that I think the first step in healing is you need to start listening to what your husband says about your body.
Yeah.
And you need to believe it. and like allow what your husband says about your body to be what you repeat in your brain.
Yes.
And it's okay if you need to like prompt your husband to say like, because I think some husbands are like, oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Like they'll just like say it out of the blue. And then some won't. And it's okay to prompt your husband and say, hey, I have realized that I've got a lot of body image issues. And it would actually really help me if you could honestly tell me what you think about my body.
Yeah.
And as long as your husband is a good and loving man and is not like, I don't know, if your husband tells you that your body is not beautiful, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Like he can't speak to you like that. That's actually not okay.
100%.
And like maybe a mediator, like a marriage counselor might be helpful there because it's your husband cannot speak to you like that. The vast majority of loving husbands are going to be like, I love your body. You look hot. You look beautiful. You, whatever, right? Whatever language you guys use. And then you need to take those words and you need to like repeat those to yourself and like switch out what you're telling yourself with what your husband is telling yourself. And like let your husband's words about your body be the ones that repeat again and again in your head.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble getting your husband to say those things, if your relationship isn't there yet where you could like request him to say that, or if you're like your relationship is struggling right now, just take 5 minutes, set a timer for 2 minutes and write down all the thoughts that you have about your body. Just like unfiltered, write them down. It helps to write these things down. Then I want you to set, like, once the 2 minutes is up, set another timer for 2 minutes. And then you're going to like, actually just set a timer for 1 minute. I said 5, didn't I? Okay. So set a timer for 1 minute. We're going to add this up to 5.
5 minutes is a long. I can write a lot of things in 5 minutes.
I know, right? So now you're going to set a timer for 1 minute and you're going to you're going to underline and highlight all of the negative. You're going to and then once that 1 minute is up, then you're going to, or once you're done with it, whatever. You don't have to set a timer. The timer just can be helpful for some people.
However long you want to take, yeah.
However long you take. The first 2 minute timer is helpful because it forces you to write down things and then you still have time. And so it forces you to kind of dig up the harder things. So definitely set that first 2 minute timer. Then you're going to set another 2 minute timer and you're going to go through the negative things and you're going to rewrite them positive. You're going to take the outright lies that it's like, oh my gosh, my body looks terrible. You're going to change those, write them positively. And then use and allow that to be what cycles in your brain. And let's talk about why this is important before we get into more like how to heal. This is important because the devil wants you to think badly about your body.
Yes.
The devil absolutely despises your body above male body. He despises bodies overall, but he despises your female body because your body can create life. The devil is the prince of death.
Yeah.
Your body can create life. He absolutely despises it. He has enmity with you. That is like, enmity means, I think we don't really know what enmity means. And we're just kind of like, oh, okay, like the devil doesn't like women. Oh, yeah. Oh, he doesn't like women. Like, it's not just about he doesn't like you. Like, he wants your utter destruction.
Yes.
And the best way to do that lately is our own brains. He uses us against ourselves, and he encourages you to think these negative thoughts, because what do these negative thoughts do? And why are we talking about this on the Sex and Intimacy podcast? It makes you not want to have sex with your husband. It makes you feel uncomfortable. It makes you think that you are not beautiful enough to have sex with your husband. It makes you think that you are not beautiful enough to be naked around your husband. It makes you think that you're not beautiful enough to just even exist.
Yes.
And that's exactly what the devil wants. He doesn't want you to like come together with your husband and create life through the life-giving act of the marital act, which is procreative and unitive and is life-giving not only in physical human beings, but is also life-giving in the love that it creates, which emanates out from your marriage. Yeah. Okay, now you have something to say.
No, yeah, you're so right. It's reminding me of that new book by Emily Wilson. I think it's Husem.
Oh, I haven't read it yet. I have it on my bookshelf.
It's in my Kindle. It's downloaded in my Kindle. It's called Sincerely Stoneheart. Unmask the enemy's lies, find the truth that sets you free. So it's written in the style of the Screw Tape Letters, but like for women. And it's in my Kindle, and I'm finishing one book first before I start it, but I cannot wait to start because it's Michael and I literally just had this talk like less than a week ago, just about it was a very real talk just about the lies that Satan is instilling within our marriage and how he's trying to pull us apart, which again, a lot have to do with trust. And then subsequently the lies that he's instilling in me, particularly around my body, that are just, it's doing the same thing. It's causing our relationship to be divisive and with a lack of trust. So as someone currently battling this, what am I doing? Okay. I don't know. Maybe this will work for you. Maybe it will. Maybe you need to find your own things. But what am I doing? First thing I'm doing is I am charting negative thought patterns. Like,
yes, that is so helpful.
Literally putting it in my NFP chart. Why? Because my husband has been pointing out forever the fact that before my period and at other certain times in my cycle, my anxiety really increases. And he calls it my doom spiral, where I just have all of these negative thoughts just kind of spiraling out of control. I'm unhealthy. My kids are unhealthy. Someone's going to get sick and die. Like, it's just like all these I look ugly. I am
the doom
fat.
spiral. It's literally the doom spiral.
It's a literal doom spiral. Okay. And he always says, okay, you're going to get your period in a few days and it's all going to be better. Just watch. It's all going to be better. Okay? So, and I'd be like, no, like he doesn't understand. Like he doesn't get it. Like there's like truth to these thoughts. That's why they're rooted in there. Like it's like you can't just say, well, friends, I have started charting negative thought patterns. And let me tell you, there is a pattern, right? Like very much lined up with my cycle. Right. And honestly, depending on when you see them in your cycle, that it can even be indicative of something like a low progesterone, right? When estrogen is higher, it makes you more anxious. If you have low progesterone, when those two are dropping, progesterone can drop faster than estrogen, meaning your estrogen is relatively higher and you feel more anxious. Definitely chart these thought patterns when they're particularly bad or particularly overwhelming, or you feel like they're really hard to fight off. Put that in your chart. And go a few cycles and see if you notice a pattern. Second thing I am doing is a litany of trust. And I am doing a litany of trust to increase my trust in God, who will then increase my trust in my husband. So the idea here...
The litany of trust is life-changing.
It is life-changing,
there was a period of time where I was not able, like I couldn't fall asleep. My thoughts would just spiral immediately into past stuff, or that would get like my anxiety is like with past stuff and like past ways that I've interacted with people and ways that I've messed up and things like that. And that litany of trust will absolutely change your life. Like just do it every day.
Yes. It's 100%. Amazing. And when we had this conversation, like I said, like less than a week ago, Michael made this amazing point, was that you cannot just choose to trust me. Like you cannot change how you trust me. Only God can. So rather than me asking you to just start trusting me, I'm going to ask you to pray every day very intentionally for your trust in me to grow. And that that just like completely revolutionized my thinking about it, and also took a lot of pressure off of me to be like, oh yeah, no, you just have to start trusting. Like when you're wounded, that's really hard to do, right? So instead, it's been this request and this call to an active prayer to increase my trust. And with the litany of trust, I'm just saying, Lord, increase my trust in you, and then increase my trust in my husband, right? By trusting you, you will lead me to trust my husband.
That is such a good point, because any healing comes through the healer. Correct. Like God is the healer. Mm-hmm. And that is so important for us to remember, because our secular world, like it makes it seem like healing is all on us, right? It makes it seem like everything's all on us. You know, weight loss is all on us. Healing your mind is all on us. Like it's all on you to do this work. And it's really not. Yes, you need to work, but ultimately God is going to be the one that heals you. And so tools like the litany of trust, I think honestly that would be my number one recommendation for dealing with like body image issues, is like you need to, and it's you need to trust the Lord, and you need to trust your husband. And so that litany of trust can really help you to open up to that trust that is necessary. And then on like a more practical side, like with your body image issues, I want you to go look up or like ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT works really well for something like this. Is like, this is my body shape. This is how much, like, this is my like size right now. What kind of clothes look excellent on this body shape? Yeah, and just go get a couple of pieces. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You can go to the thrift store, like, and
all about the thrift store life.
I know. I love thrift stores. You can go on Amazon. You can go wherever and like get a couple pieces of clothes that you feel excellent in and wear those. Like get one. Honestly, there's this company called Wool and they have this like 100-day dress challenge. You buy a dress and you wear the dress for 100 days. And I did that. And it's like so freeing to just wear like one outfit for 3+ months and never think about what you're going to wear. So buy one outfit that you look excellent in and then just wear it every day. You can do it. Or buy like two if you're like, I need to wash it. But wool dresses, you don't have to wash as often. So
I love that. Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
I think on a practical side, like get clothes that fit you and that are comfortable. And you don't need to buy a lot. You need to buy like 1 or 2 outfits. And then if you are overweight right now, then make a decision. Mm-hmm. It is a decision to eat well. It is a decision to cut out the dessert, the soda, it is a decision to cut out those things. I'm reading, it's an old book, but it's called The Compound Effect, I think. I'm reading that right now. And its whole thing is that little tiny choices like compound over time, right? So like the whole thing of like, if you invest, the best time to invest is now, because then you have like more time for the compound investing to take effect. And the same goes for your life. And so one of the examples that he gave was like, if you choose to cut out 125 calories from your day now, you're not going to see big changes in 6 months. You're not going to see big changes in a year. You are going to see big changes in 5 years. Like big changes. You're going to lose like 30 pounds over 5 years. That's excellent. Lose 30 pounds over 5 years. Great. So it can also just be very, very small changes.
I love that.
All right. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening. If you've ever found yourself wondering, is this allowed? Or feeling unsure about how to spice things up without crossing a line, you are so not alone. A lot of Catholic women want more passion and variety in the bedroom, but they don't want to wade through garbage to get there. That is exactly why I created the Catholic Sex Positions Guide. It is respectful, it is church-aligned, and it's full of creative, clear ideas that can help you feel more confident and connected without second-guessing your choices. You can find it at vinesinfullbloom.com/physicians guide or check the show notes for the link.